Okay, so how about the Trump Epstein files totally backfired on the Democrats? They actually redacted Virginia Giuffre's name, who worked at Mar-a-Lago, and so maybe that's got a lot to do with why Trump spent so much time with her. And then as soon as Trump found out that Jeffrey Epstein was recruiting girls, he immediately cut him off. What's going on is groceries. Groceries are way too high. McDonald's is way too high. There is no more dollar menu at McDonald's. And this happened under Biden. So what Trump decided was he was going to get rid of tariffs on groceries, basically. So we'll see. I guess they were using that as an excuse or something. But I mean, what incentive do food companies have in lowering the price of food? I mean, I was afraid of that. As soon as it shot up, I was afraid of that. I was like, how are we going to get it go back down? That never happens. With gas goes up and down all the time. But products and groceries and stuff, usually when it goes up, it stays up. But it can't stay like that. Something's got to give, man. The groceries are killing people. Okay, so how about this FBI and Thomas Crooks thing? Everybody knows that something was fishy whenever FBI was hosing off Thomas Crooks's blood right after it happened. The next day, you're hosing off the crime scene? Yo, hello. I don't know why they think Americans are stupid. They think Americans are stupid. I'm very upset with Cash and Dan. You know, you look at these guys and you're like, what upstanding, wonderful citizens these guys are. Yay! I want to put them in power. Yep. They're lying. They've been lying. They've lied to us multiple times. Now that you can't? I want the FBI gone, dismantled, all completely. Thomas Crooks, Tucker Carlson came out with a report today on Thomas Crooks. He was all over the internet, posting crazy shit about killing people all over the internet. And then he got recruited. I know he got recruited because it shows that he started interacting with somebody that had ties to Antifa in another country, apparently. The FBI is behind all this shit. Did you know that the FBI was recruiting for January 6th a year before it happened? We got video of them on people's porch, knocking on people's door, asking if they would like to join, the Proud Boys. And it's all a psyop. And I'm sorry, but it's obvious that China, you're like, who's doing it? Who's doing it? Okay, there's a money thing, but then there's other countries, man. I believe these other countries have a lot to do with what's going on. There are more people on SNAP benefits getting food stamps. There are more immigrants than there are Americans getting food stamps. What Trump is trying to do when it comes to Venezuela, he's going back to the Monroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine was what our founding fathers based their foreign policy on. Basically, this region, North America, is our region, and that's where we should be concerned about what's going on here. We have something to say about Venezuela. We're not doing regime change in Venezuela. They elected a whole nother president in Venezuela, and he kept power against the will of the people. This isn't the same thing as going in and doing a regime change against the people's will. We know what the people wanted and what they voted for. So it's a little different in this case. And the Marshall Plan is just where we take care of our own hemisphere. We don't go outside our hemisphere. We don't need bases all over the world. We do need to protect our trade, and that's worldwide. And so, yeah, we need a little bit of oversight on that. And if somebody isn't the world police, if somebody don't do it, somebody will. And we don't want China doing it.
Are you fucking kidding me? This guy wants to create a ballroom for his rich friends while completely turning a blind eye to the fact that babies are going to starve when the SNAP benefits end in just hours from now.
It was one of the best things in the world to see the reaction of the Democrats whenever she lost the election. It was just awesome.